Alright guys, we got the Arkpro Lite on deck. This is my second Olight in a long time, so we will see how it goes. It's been about 7 years. But you can see here, I just left this one on for this one, so you can see the center button. That'll go through all the modes. You get UV, white light, and red. So this has no laser. And obviously the good thing now, they got USB-C, so that's really good. And the MCC charging, which is obviously much slower than that. There it'll tell you to charge it on first operation. You don't have to, but they just obviously want you. And like this one is just like the Arkpro. It's like fingerprint magnet, even though I just took a shower, everything. So yeah, we got the name there. All right, so we got the box here on deck. It'll say like actual product color may vary. Does it? Yeah. Obviously it's a fucking box, but they got it covered there. But we got the Arkpro Lite flashlight. There's the back. So this box doesn't, you know, they don't give you all the info. I feel like they used to be cheaper too back then, but, or I mean, they used to be thicker, but they're probably, you know, they have to make it more recyclable. But yeah, so there's the box. So here are all the goodies that come with it. You get the MCC charging. I think it's just 1 amp, so it's pretty slow. But I like that it's just all black now. Because, you know, Olight, they always got to do something with blue. There's a magnetic cable. And we get the manual here to download the Olight app, which I did get one of these. This is the second one. I don't really like them too much. I thought it would be, the colors are cool, but like the timer you have to do each minute. You can't do like an hour, because I like to use before bed. But sadly you can't. And then when it shuts off, it flashes, so what the fuck, man. Shit's annoying. It's cool in the daytime, but at night, if you're trying to go to bed, I don't recommend it. Because when it shuts off, it flashes, and then you can't set for like an hour or 2 hour. You have to keep going, scrolling through, because every step is each minute. It's stupid. It looks good though, so I can't complain. But yeah, there's the manual. You guys can obviously look it up, pause and read it. Alright, so we'll plug in the USB-C to C, make sure it works. And it does, so that's good. So C to C cable should work. Because a lot of time I have so many problems charging shit, man. It's insane. Yeah, so you got the regular mode. Or sorry, that's the red. Regular, UV. Then you get the battery level indicator. And then here you'll get the mode. So you can press and hold to go through all the modes. Double click for turbo. That's red, so you get 2 modes, which is very nice. You can slide it over and get UV, which you also get 2. And I can feel that shit. Damn. That's good. It works through all the modes too while charging. And turbo. Because, you know, some don't work. Some you get like 1 or 2 modes, which is fine for me. I mean, it's better to have something than nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, here is the business end. So there's the LED. Then you get the red light and the UV. And these are small, so it's obviously this thing's not going to throw. And it's less lumens than the other Pro and the Ultra. So you got to keep that in mind. And this is cheaper, but still expensive. And it's definitely a little less grippy too. It looks good though, but it's definitely not as grippy as the rest. But this will have more of a traditional beam. But when I go out, I'm going to test it against the Pro since I don't have I don't have the Ultra. I was waiting to see if they had a President's Day sale, but we'll see, because I'm not spending 130 on that. And then if you're in the red mode, you get, high and low, triple click, SOS. So yeah, also this thing is definitely not a thrower. It has only 2,225 candela, so this thing is pretty much flood. That's why I don't know if I'll like this one as much. I think maybe they should have put 2 LEDs or something like that. But, oh well. A lot of people want UV now, laser and all that. I mean, they're cool, but I'd rather have 2 LEDs. And then the red light for this one. So you can see the Pro is definitely bigger. Or it's longer, but the other dimensions should be pretty much the same, but the magnet, they might try to lock together. I think if you do that, it kind of messes with the light if it's on, but yeah. I think this Pro should have been a little smaller too, since this is the same size as the Ultra. It would have been nice if the Pro was just a little shorter. Just to have three different sizes, but it's not a big deal. Back then we carried bigger lights, so people complain now. They probably say this is too long. That's what she said, but. All right, guys, we're out here with the Arkpro Lite. So we're at the second spot that I normally do, because someone's having a fire somewhere around here, so it is smoky over there. Hopefully when I go back there, it is good. But first we'll start moonlight. So you guys won't be able to see it ahead of you. I can see probably about 10, 15 feet a little bit. All right, now we have it on low. Definitely a little bit brighter. And that is high. And then the turbo. So that should be the 1300 lumens. All right, so we'll put the red light on. So this is good for preserving night vision, in your house. I think you could track blood with it too, which I don't do that, but that's pretty fucking bright. I can see pretty far. I can see all the way down a little bit. That's really bright. And the next one we have UV. It should be 365 nanometer. So you get 2 levels, low and high, which if you get this close, you can feel it too. But you guys won't be able to see it on the ground. All right, so now we'll do a comparison, the Lite versus just the Pro. So we'll do the Pro on flood, turbo. Look at that, just pure flood. You can tell it's a little less bright. This is more of a floody but traditional beam. The Arkpro, look at that. It is lighting up higher than you guys can see. The tree is like 50 feet. Arkpro Lite, which has a little warmer tint to it. All right, now we'll do the spot beam on the Arkpro versus just the regular, obviously, on the Arkpro Lite. So this is the Arkpro Lite. What is it, 12 or 1300 lumens, I always forget. The Arkpro, the spot beam. For only 800 lumens, it does pretty good for the small reflector. The Arkpro Lite. Arkpro spot. All right, so I do have the EDC 17 out with me, so we'll do a little comparison with that, just a quick one. The Arkpro Lite. So the EDC 17 will definitely throw it farther. EDC 17 Nightcore. Arkpro Lite. Just a lot of flood. You can see a little bit of a hot spot. EDC 17. All right, so I do have the EDC 07 too, which just came out, so we'll compare these two quick. The Arkpro Lite. Obviously all these are on turbo. EDC 17, which has 1500 lumens versus 12 or 13, I can't remember. The Arkpro Lite, so you can definitely tell it's a little brighter. Arkpro Lite. EDC 17. All right, so we're at the first spot I usually go to with the tree. It's about 70 feet tall or 80, 90. So we got it on low, not the moonlight, because I only do that once because you can't see it really on video. Go the next mode up. So you could easily walk with this. And that's high, so it's reaching the tree. You'd be able to see if somebody was there. And then it's gonna step down to the low, double click for turbo. And then strobe is triple click. All right, now we're to the right here, we'll shine it. So we got it on low. And that's the high, and then it's gonna step down, double click for turbo. All right, we'll do the end of the review for the Arkpro Lite. Do I recommend it? I do, but I would say wait for a sale. Because I bought this and the Arkpro for retail. But I will first say I recommend the Arkpro over this. Obviously you get more lumens, you get the flood and the throw. But this has more of a traditional beam, which I do like. You know, that's turbo, but you get, you know, the battery's smaller. The only good thing is it has the red light, and the light is smaller. So, you know, a lot of the old fans will have both, just like my ass. But I do need to get the Arkpro Ultra to see how that goes. But when I first came here, there was fire somewhere. It was foggy as hell here, smoky, I should say. Look at that, boom. This is still a lot of light. But yeah, I recommend it. Just wait for the sale. Because you know, Olight always has them. I've been waiting for a President's Day sale, but I don't know if they're having it. Because I want to get the Ultra. And then maybe compare all of them. See, look at that. If you get up there, hit turbo. But yeah, the build's good. The UV is nice. That red light is pretty bright, man. Because a lot of people, you know, like me, I'd use it probably the low at night. If you have to go to the bathroom. Look at that. So it's very good. And the tint's pretty nice too. I'd say maybe it's a little better than the Arkpro. I mean, that's fine with me, but this is just a little bit warmer of a cool white. But obviously they both have low CRI, but you can get neutral white, which is good. Which I'd probably prefer that, but I'm not gonna rebuy it again. You know what I mean? And the Arkpro Ultra is supposed to have their own LED, which should have been circle, you know, for the reflector to match the reflector, but I still want to try that one. Boom. Yeah, look at that, it's just lighting up. Everything. And the heat management seems pretty good too, because when I was testing it out, it didn't step down. And it is pretty warm out here now. It's about probably 44. It was 54 degrees earlier. It was hot. But yeah, I do recommend it. I do maybe wish, you know, it didn't have the UV and just brighter overall and a little bigger battery, but I mean, I can't, I guess, complain too much, but just wait for a sale, you know, maybe 60 bucks or so, because I don't know the price when this came out, because I just got back into Olight, you know, it's been 7 years, but yeah, it's good, the build's good. The Arkpro does have a better grip to it too. We'll keep it on turbo here and see if it steps down, but it is a nice beam for this area. It's perfect. But like the EDC-17 you guys saw, it definitely has more of my preferred beam for this, but this is good. Could throw a little farther, but you know, these reflectors are small. They're tiny. I got the wife too. She got the EDC-7 or the EDC-07. Oh, yeah. If you guys have this, let me know. Do you like it? I just hope it lasts, because I had problems with Olight before. A lot of time in the cold, they'd flicker. Even my buddy with the tail cap for like the X4, which I guess they still haven't fixed that problem. Because I forget what one, but it would stick sometimes too when you'd press it down. So why they didn't fix that is beyond me. Okay, too, you can see it's kind of a little bit square. You know, it's not a perfect beam, but if you hold it flat, it's not bad. But yeah, obviously my negative is the built-in battery. For all my videos, that's a negative, but I still buy it, you know. It doesn't bother me too much. People say it's gonna be a paperweight, but you know, your phone too. And you spent way more on that shit than this, but you know, I keep it real, I keep it 100 because I'm not a shill like a lot of these people are. But I would get the Pro over this. But that Ultra should have a red light. That would have been perfect. And they should make like a, how would you say? Like a turbo, yeah. With a little bigger head to get more throw. And see if Olight's listening, do that. Then you get more people to buy it. But overall, I like it though. But that'll be it. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And please rate, comment, subscribe if you want. I need some. And this is bright on my fat face. All right, guys. Peace.